Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for Stella, our Friday night show where we discuss the challenge, Survivor, all of our competition reality shows. And guess what, you all? I have the new Stella Rosa, and I'm excited. I want to take my first sip with you all. I got my hair done. It's not popping the way I want. I want it to be popping, like it really pops in the sun. I got it dyed more red, but you can't really see it in the house. But outside in the sun, it's like a really bright red, but it is what it is. But I have the new Stella cranberry. This is the holiday, I guess, bottle. I can't wait to try this. I do like a cranberry flavor. I've never had a cranberry wine, but I wanted to try it with you all. While I'm trying this, I want to know what y'all drinking. What is everybody drinking this Friday night? It has been a long week. I can't wait to talk about the shows with you all. So let me taste the Stella Cranberry. I'll tell you all how it is. It's nice and cold. Let's see. It's actually like every other Stella Rosa. It's not giving me a huge cranberry flavor, but it is good. I thought it was going to be a little more tart because cranberries are a little more. I done poured half the damn bottle, y'all. We about to have a good show, but it's good. It's still more of a grape flavor, nothing too cranberry-ish about it. So I'm gonna drink it. Hey Zudai, hey Dabu, hey Mod. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Me and Mod are gonna be on Spaces later on tonight. Or that's Miguel. Hey Miguel. Me and Mod are going to be on Twitter Spaces tonight going over Love is Blind. I have one more episode to watch, and then I guess we're going to have a little bit to say. I'm ready to see the weddings. I want to see who get left at the altar. But anyway, that'll be later on tonight on the Twitter Space. Let's get to the first show. Nobody's drinking anything tonight, just me. Me and the new Stella Cranberry. It is good. I feel like tonight Survivor was a little bit better than the challenge. So I'm going to do the challenge first and then Survivor second. Hey, I ran into which one, DM Rocks? Which housewife did you run into? First, tell me what city you in. I knew you had some good vodka on Mod. I knew you had some good vodka. Drinks for tomorrow night. Okay, I don't have a show tomorrow night, and Kitchen Table Talk is canceled for Sunday night this week. Me and Beans have to work again, but we're gonna do a special Kitchen Table Talk Thursday night. One of my good Twitter friends is gonna be here. I can't wait for you all to have a good time with her. And so we're gonna do a special show Thursday night, and then of course Ostella next Friday night. It's the Friday after that. I'm going to see Monica and friends. We're gonna have a good time. Hey Les, the headline, all the black people. That's I'm gonna save Survivor for last. Survivor gonna be last. Zuda, you got some good iced tea. That is great. I need a drink. You live in California, so let me guess, you ran into a Beverly Hills housewife or an OC housewife. Any of them could have been out there in California. Just tell me which one, DM Rocks. If you don't want to put it in the chat, go ahead and hit me up in a DM on Instagram or Twitter, Kiss My Cheeks TV. I want to know who you saw. But the Stella Rosa is a little bit strong. It's good. But let's jump right into the challenge. This episode didn't give too much. I believe at the beginning. Oh, you saw Dorit from Beverly Hills. Okay, I don't watch Beverly Hills. So I don't know who Dorit is. That lady could have walked up to me and say, "Hey girl," and I wouldn't know who she was. But that's great to run into people. I would love to run into Candy one day, or maybe even Kenya. I like Kenya now, but let's not go off on a tangent, Angie. The challenge. So, what y'all think about Darrell and Veronica ushering into the show? Everyone's like, "Oh, Darrell, Veronica." I guess I'm over it. I'm happy they're the last pair to come in. Don't bring nobody else in the show, TJ. No one else is allowed to come into the show. We have more vets, and then later on in the episode, like Olivia and them talking about they don't have no alliance. They'll be loyal to us. I'm like, girl, Olivia, I really, really like you. Like, I liked you on Love Island. I love you on the challenge. I think you're an excellent addition to the challenge. But girl, Veronica and Darrell know everybody. Nobody about to vote for Veronica and Darrell. They getting ready to be on. Oh, we need to have a special night to talk about this challenge global edition. I want to go over the cast. Hey, Andrew. But I want to go over that too. Yeah, this was just an okay episode because Tommy and Annalise went home. They tried to do a little razzle dazzle with the votes. Well, you know some tea about Olivia that would upset you. I don't want to be upset, but I want to know the tea. So go ahead and tell it to me. I ain't gonna be upset. I don't know Olivia for real. I like her on the show. Go ahead and spill the tea. You didn't miss the live, Andrew. We just now getting started. So let's jump into it. I don't care nothing about the challenge. Damn near everybody missed the challenge except for Jordan and Anissa. Good job for them. And Nelson and Norris, they won. Shout out to Norris for having the winning strategy. Hey, Yvette. Yes, spill the tea. DM, you do this every week. You had a tea, but you don't never spill it. I want to know. I want to know. The only thing that's going to piss me off is if she said the N-word or she said something racist against another race. You know, that would kind of piss me off. But if she just did something shady, I don't care. I want to know the tea. And I'd rather know than be praising somebody that don't deserve any praise. But for right now, I do like Olivia until I hear the tea. But anyway, whatever. So shout out to Norris for having the winning strategy. Oh, I'm leave that in the chat because you said apparently. So we're gonna say allegedly. We're gonna say allegedly, but you know I go up for the community. I don't like any kind of phobias against the LGBT. I ain't even gonna say all the letters because I don't want to get them wrong. But I'm not here for any kind of phobias like that either. So, Olivia, I hope that is a rumor. I hope that's not true, girlfriend. But so I keep trying to shout out Norris. Norris had the winning strategy. No spoilers. You ain't watched the episode. Andrew is telling spoilers. Oh yeah, don't tell us no spoilers from the global. No, we ain't even seen Japan and UK and Australia. Them releasing the cast is a spoiler because you know the twins. We talked about that last week. I really enjoyed them. I'm definitely gonna invite them back. We had a good time last week. But when we talk about the global cast, we aren't gonna talk about the episodes. You know the franchises that haven't aired on Paramount Plus yet. We only gonna talk about the challenge side, and we'll say who we like on that side or not. That might be something that comes up when y'all off Veterans Day like me. Cause see, I'm off next Friday. We could do a lot of good talking. We could have a lot of good talking because I'm off. We could have some good drinks and a good time. Okay, but shouting out to Norris for having a winning strategy of the females hanging and the men using their body weight to knock into the females to get enough, I don't know the physics term, but enough momentum to grab the flag. So shout out to Norris for that. Jordan and Anissa did the same thing. But apparently whoever hung on to the bar the longest wins. And of course, Norris hung on a little bit longer than Anissa. Congratulations, Nelson. This was your first win out of 54 dailies. Shout out to Nelson. Amazing. But if you all are not on Twitter, you need to go ahead and sign up for Twitter. If you want to hear the unofficial after show, you have to listen to Kamisha Reviews. She has a Twitter space every Wednesday night directly after the episode. Cinco is the co-host, and all the challengers come in the space and spill the tea about the episode, behind the scenes, get their feelings out. Really good. Nelson was there. Nelson popped into the space and he gave a little bit of tea about being a Black man and how everyone focuses on his negative of he is constantly losing daily challenges. And he says, as a Black man, it's a shame that they always focus on the negative and not the positive. He did bring up how, in the beginning, the Homeboy Alliance, I know that's not their name, but I like calling them the Homeboy Alliance. They went after vets. And he said it took them a long time to gain friendships and trust amongst the vets, because every season they would come on the show, Banana CT, they going in there. Corey versus Nelson, Nelson versus Hunter, Corey versus Hunter. The homeboys constantly thrown in first, going in, whatever. He said it took them a long time. It took him a long time to build relationships with the vets. And he was like, I promise you all, hey, Dr. Ivy, if you would have listened to that space, it just made me like Nelson 10 times more. Like, I already like Nelson, but hearing how he feels about his position in the game, I understand why he did what he did. I understand it. I still don't like it, but I understand why he did what he did. He said he worked very hard for these relationships. He has actual friendships with these people, and it's more than a game to him. Now, I understand that. And when I look at Instagram and Twitter, Nelson is hanging out with these people, actual friendships. It's not just, oh, we cool because we did a whole bunch of seasons of this show. Like, no, Nelson really is friends with a lot of these people. He's forgiven Fessy, so whatever nonsense, we talking about on Twitter about what Fessy did to him the other season, excuse me, the Stella. Him and Fessy cool. Like, Nelson is a really, really nice person after listening to him on that space. Nelson, if you ever come across Kiss My Cheeks TV, I just want to give you this one piece of advice, because you did speak as a Black man. And I go up for everybody speaking out in their truth and what they stand in. As much as you have true friendships with these people, I feel like a lot of these people on this show know how to turn on game, or they know how to separate game from reality. And a lot of these people that you are truly friends with, like Fessy last season, he didn't have any problem going into a hall brawl with you because all he saw was, I want a skull, I want to win. Forget the real friendship. I need you to get a little bit of that killer instinct, because these people that you're friends with, they will throw you under the bus and be like, I see you after the show, Nelson, we'll party together. But these people hunger for the win. I need you to have, it's kind of like Leroy that last season, when Leroy did it with Cam and a little bit of World of Worlds 2. Leroy had that hunger where it was like, I don't care if bananas go home. I don't care about Nani being on this side of the house. Leroy had a mission to win, and he put friendships on the back burner, and he did what he had to do to get to that final and try to win. I need Nelson to have that same hunger, because if they really your friend the way you're their friend, Nelson, they will understand. They won't hold it against you the way you don't hold it against them. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, I said I understood, but I still didn't like it, Nelson. I still didn't like it. And let's just go ahead and fast forward through the bullshit, because a lot of this stuff I ain't care about. Everybody was sleeping with everybody in them little ass twin beds. Fast forward. The challenge, fast forward. Couldn't nobody do it. I don't care about them talking in the club. Let's get on to the main part of the strategy. I agree, Andrew. Take the emotion and the friendship, put it to the side. Because Devin, Fessy, damn sure Bananas, Darrell, Veronica, none of them people will hold, none of them people are thinking about friendship. They want to win. And they'll be like, oh, we'll make up with Nelson when we get home. You need to have that same energy, Nelson. I promise I'll come back to y'all comments. I just want to say what I have to say real quick, get into the comments, and then we're gonna move on to Survivor, because Survivor really pissed me off. So the little bit of trickery they wanted to do, Olivia volunteered to go in. Look, Olivia, I like you. I heard what Andrew said, and I put an allegedly against that because I'm gonna wait to see a receipt or something before I drag. But Olivia, if I'm sleeping with the man, we just saw him climb into your bed. If I'm allowing a man to climb into my bed and then I'm best friends with the other person on the winning team, my name is not one of the four. My name is not one of the four. What is the point of politicking, which is what they call it on the show? What is the point of doing that if I'm going to allow you to enjoy my body and still let you put my body at risk in elimination? No, ma'am. No, sir. My name should not be on the board. I don't give a damn who Nelson. Nelson could put everybody else on the board but me and Horacio. But anyway, Olivia said, oh, I understand. We gonna play the reverse and make them think it ain't that big of a deal. And Nelson get to be a savage. Ooh, Nelson sleeping with Olivia and putting her up on the board. My name would not be on the board. And then y'all have this genius plan. We're going to surround you with people who would save you. We're going to throw in Annalise and Tommy for the bullshit they did last week. Easy. And I'm like, easy. Okay, Annalise and Tommy, that's easy. Okay, fast forward. But my name would not be one of the other three. I don't give a damn about, because that could have went wrong in so many different ways. And the only reason it looks like a genius, and I'm using the quotations, the only reason it looks like a good strategy is because it worked out in your favor. You can't tell me if Darrell and Veronica would have pulled the safe dagger, they were going to save Olivia and Horacio and not put the strongest couple into elimination to go ahead and get them up out of there. You can't tell me all the vets, the Laurels, Bananas, the Nannies, the Tories, the Devins, all of them would have been like, go ahead and throw it. You got to put them in there, Veronica, Darrell. So you lucked out that whole volunteering to go into elimination worked. But it was not a smart plan. Now, I understand you don't want to be the first vet to go after another vet, but let me tell you something, Nelson and Norris, if you ever come across this video, I can guarantee you, I can guarantee it. I matter of fact, mark this video. What's today's date? 11/3, 11/4, November 4th, 1907, in this Stella video. As soon as the vets get finished going after Jay and Michelle, Amber and Chauncey, Nelson, Norris, you're next. Next. The very next. And depending on who win between these Amber and Chauncey's and Jay's and Nelson and whatever, you could come before them. You all are in bigger danger than you think, because I don't trust Fessy, I don't trust Devin, and I know them your real life friends, but in the game, you're at the bottom of their list. The bottom. The elimination was pitiful. lackluster. Tommy couldn't even lift Annalise up. Like, Annalise, why didn't you go back? You would have had a better chance of Annalise pulling up the rope over Tommy. And then, as bad as Tommy couldn't pull up the rope, Colleen couldn't solve the puzzle. I was like, is somebody gonna win this? It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. The easiest elimination, all you had to do, Kim was talking shit. He was like, all I gotta do is hold this rope. What else you want me to do? Some jumping jacks, some squats. You want me to flip it from hand to hand? Like, this all I gotta do is stand here and hold this rope? And Tommy couldn't even, he was just soaking Annalise in mud. She was just going bloop, bloop, bloop. But then Colleen couldn't solve the puzzle. She was like, check, no, check, no, check, no. I promise you, production probably told her how to solve that puzzle. Mind you, the shit looked right to me. I'm looking at the TV screen like, she's saying check. I'm like, shit, them look like swords to me. What's going on with this puzzle? Why she ain't get the puzzle? I agree with you, Stormy. I didn't like Tommy or Annalise no way, so they could go. Bye. Don't invite their asses back. But that was the challenge. I'm gonna scroll through some of the comments. Hey, Rich. And then we're gonna move on to Survivor. Because again, I agree with Dr. Ivy. This episode was pitiful. I'm happy it worked out in y'all favor with volunteering to go in. But let me tell you something, Olivia. Don't screw Nelson no more, because you can't enjoy all of this and put me into elimination. No, ma'am. No. Don't do it again. The way I didn't see anything wrong with the puzzle either, right? The whole time, I'm like, what do you mean? And matter of fact, when they checked it the last time, I didn't see a difference. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't have got that puzzle either. I'll be a new friend with $1 million. Ashley style. I know that's right. I know that's right, Dabu. If I get backstabbed, then I'll throw everybody under the bus. Nelson wants praise for doing the bare minimum. That's very disappointing. I kind of agree with you. Like, I wanted to see Nelson do a baller move, because I feel like your name on the chopping block anyway. Like, come next week, the only vets left are Olivia and Horacio, Colleen and Kim. So that's still 2 more people that have to go into elimination, that have to be nominated. And I can guarantee you it'll be Jay and Michelle and probably Amber and Chauncey. Those will be the next 4 that we pick on. But I guarantee you, after next week, Nelson, Norris, y'all name every week it's gonna be in there until Bananas decides it's time to go after Jordan, and Jordan decides it's time to go after Bananas. I would have loved to see Nelson because to me, Nelson, what was the point of winning? What was the point of winning if you weren't just gonna send Tommy? You could have let Jordan and Anissa send Tommy and Annalise home. For real. If I get backstabbed, then I'm throwing everybody under the bus. Did I read that already? I think so. I don't ever want to see it. I kind of agree with you, Dabu, because he's so nice. He's so nice. When you listen to him in that space, I don't think he would go after anybody if he wins again. And I don't think he understands that he's in danger. Like, I see the danger right now. I think Darrell and Veronica would save Olivia and Horacio just because you have to assume Tommy and Annalise were losing, period. Why unnecessarily make an enemy of a strong team? I don't trust Darrell or Veronica. Please. Veronica don't mind having an enemy. Please. Power after 54 consecutive losses. and you put in the weakest team in a mid team and save the elimination king and queen. Embarrassing. Protect the layups. That would have been even better. Like, I don't even know why Tommy and Annalise should have skated to the final. Like, seriously. We should have been rolling our eyes at Tommy and Annalise every week. They should be sitting in the final because what are they going to win? What are they going to win? If I never, if I were Nelson, I want KC out. I want KC and Fessy. Facts right there. He seems to have a friendship alliance with Fessy, but he'll never have his back over KC. I think he's Fessy's. She's out Fessy. Agreed. KC might as well be bananas. She's never gonna throw in Tori. I agree. He should have threw in Fessy, Revenge. I wouldn't even put Annalise and Tommy on the board. I would have Fessy up there, KC and his partner up there. Laura would have been up there, and Bananas and Nani. Because why? Even you could have even put Darrell and Veronica up there if you wanted to. Because Darrell and Veronica came in late. So did Jordan and Anissa. So did Bananas and Nani. So why is the only excuse? Oh, well, Darrell and Veronica came in late, so they got to go in. Well, you should have put those three in. Darrell, Veronica, Bananas, Nani, Jordan, Anissa. Y'all three came in late. Prove yourself. I agree, Koki. The puzzle looked right to me, too. Laura, Bananas, Devin, KC, and their partners. That's who I put up. Yep, I just said the same thing. Devin, I could see him not putting in Devin. Like, him and Devin are really, really friends, and Tori, too. But the rest of them could go. Anissa and V will gas. Anissa and Veronica will gas in the final, so keep them. I don't know. Jordan might have superpowers. He might could throw Anissa over his back. I don't know. Olivia's always gave me a pick me. I need love energy, so I'm not surprised she'll still sleep with Nelson after he nominated her. She gonna still sleep with him because she gonna act like it was her idea. She didn't get nominated. She volunteered, and that's what's sad about it. Thank you, Dabu. Literally, they are brought in as yep, and they not champion. I mean, Anissa not a champion, and neither is Nani. Hey, Vita. Oh, we getting ready to get to Survivor because the challenge ain't get too much. I'm just going through the shady chats, and then we gonna get to Survivor because I got something to say about the black men being the only ones with votes this week. Did you catch Nani? Oh, what'd she say? Nani talking shit about Darrell and Veronica coming in late, but didn't she come in late too? Facts. Nani should just be happy they let her come on the season with Bananas. And she needs to be quiet. Because quiet as it kept, her girlfriend came in after her. KC should have been home with her COVID and not invited back. But let me move on. I ain't gonna get mad at Nani. I'm not gonna get mad because I got enough anger to spill over to Survivor. I wouldn't trust Veronica, especially how she did Leroy in Dirty 30. I wouldn't trust Veronica ass neither. But I kind of agree with Zuda or Dabu. She ain't gonna win nothing. And Darrell to be so scared of heights, he had no problem hanging off of this building. Like, miss me with it, Darrell. You do heights when you want to do it. Mind you, I don't remember. I don't remember Dirty 30, y'all, but I'm sure Veronica did some shady shit. I believe it. The elimination was made for Colleen and Kim. Pretty much. I'm telling you, I thought Tommy was going to figure out how to lift up Annalise, and Annalise was going to twist them puzzles and win because Colleen couldn't get that puzzle for nothing. Bananas ain't going for Jordan. He not doing anything with Anissa as his anchor. You think they're going to let Jordan just be there? She didn't even know Leroy. I don't even remember what she did. And Dirty 30 was one of my favorite seasons. I remember now. I remember now. That was not Veronica's fault. Oh girl, Leroy's friend started throwing out burn votes. Why would you ever burn a vote on your friend? Brad's girlfriend, I don't forgot her name. I remember that. Now, I'm not mad at Veronica for doing that because they were trying to bully Veronica into voting for who they wanted to vote for. And then people start burning votes. I never understood. Veronica said, "Oh, we're going to burn on Leroy." Well, Leroy, there you go. You can go into this elimination. Now, I like Leroy, but he got caught up in some shit because his friend wanted to burn votes. I bet you won't burn votes again. Could have gave him a heads up. It wasn't no heads up to give. That was old girl fault for burning votes. I remember now, sometimes all I need is a little refresher. Just a little refresher, and I got it. And she didn't know him. Hey, Charles. Hey, Charles. I don't know why Anissa and Veronica are back. They not winning the final unless it's walking to a puzzle 5 feet away. And they might not win that. But is that it? Yes, Stormy, that was a good one. Let's move on to the next show. Because Survivor, I want to talk about. Survivor, I really want to know you all's opinions because the foolishness that went on my TV screen was Survivor Wednesday night, and I didn't watch it to Thursday. But let's get into it. So we're finally a merged tribe. I don't even care nothing about a lot of that pre-episode stuff. Janine walking around begging. I wasn't really friends with Ellie. You know, Ellie was my girl, but she wasn't my girl. So, you know, we cool, right? Everybody, one thing I will respect about Janine, she went to every person on that beach and was like, look, Ellie was my girl, but I ain't really rock with her like that. Survivor is I really am enjoying this season of Survivor, but I'm not enjoying how the people are getting voted off and how they're picking the people to get voted off. It's not giving outward racism, but it's giving unconscious. Like, it's easy for me to say a black man's name because why not? I don't know, but let's get to it. So fast forward, Janine, you know, dissing Ellie, even though Ellie gone. They got these tree mail, whatever. I thought it was actually time to paint the flag, but it's time for them to pick partners for the immunity challenge. And I do appreciate that it was a partner challenge, a little twist. I wanted to see the partners, but what I did not appreciate, and I discussed this on the space last night, Angie not drawing rocks. The rules did not say paint rocks to pick a partner. It said pick a partner. And if I would have deemed Sammy or Ryan to be the best partners out there, Angie would have been like, okay, Ryan, we together. I don't know who y'all gonna pick, but it's me and Ryan. Oh, y'all want to pull rocks? Y'all can do that all y'all want to do, but it's me and Ryan. It's me and Sammy. It's me and Dwight. Like, I'm not leaving my fate to the rocks. When the papers say pick a partner, this is the scariest season of Survivor I've ever seen. Everyone is scared to stand out. Everyone is scared to be vocal. And then everyone is scared to keep a secret. Like, I got an idol. I got an advantage over here. I'm like, what kind of Survivor is going on this season? I don't know. But Angie would have picked her partner. But you know what? They said, well, we ain't gonna speak up for ourselves. So let's just paint rocks. Because see, we would have been arguing. And said if me and somebody else would have had picked Ryan, then I would have been like, I said Ryan first. So I don't know what you're going to do. I claimed him first. Or maybe Ryan could have been like, okay, well, I'd rather have Angie over you, because why wouldn't you want to be my partner? You know? So, but anyway, they picked the rocks. Y'all know I ain't take no notes, so I don't remember who was partners with who, but I kind of remember. So let's get into it because the challenge was kind of good. It was a knockout challenge. You got to get to this part to move on, get to that part to move on. And then at the end, individuals. I appreciated that. First, you had to get twisted up in a net and do like the alligator roll to get untwisted. Not me and my fresh silk press. We not alligator rolling in all that mud. I would have felt like I was drowning because it was wet, it was muddy. You had to constantly spin, 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 spin. I don't want to be muddy like that. Noelle had to take her leg off. Then we had to get a 3-minute segment of everybody loving Noelle. Like, yeah, girl, this happened to be one challenge you couldn't do with your leg. We've seen Noelle beast every other challenge this season. This is the one challenge she didn't do good in, and she had to cry. I personally wouldn't have felt bad. Now, I'm a little bit more of a bitch, but I was even at my TV screen, I'm like, why are we crying and having this moment? Noelle has beasted every other challenge this season. Everybody will find something they're not good at. But anyway, yes, Dr. Ivy, that net was ridiculous. I would have felt like I was drowning too. Like, I'm not rolling in the mud. Y'all ain't got no shampoo, no conditioner. I just got to stick my head in the ocean to get all that dirt out. No, ma'am, no, sir. But anyway, the only person of the 3 black men that made a little bit of sense to the vote for was James because he has great comps and social skills. Right. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We are going to get to that. But let's fast forward. Next, they got to walk the plank and slide down the hill. Carla and Cassidy were this close to winning part 2, but Carla fell off her plank, and I was kind of sad because, I love my girl Carla. I really want to see Carla get immunity. And then James was this close to winning after Carla fell, and Ryan was like, bitch, I'm out. He left James, and James then dropped the damn board, and James is like, look, until I slide down the hill, don't leave me. I was like, damn, there go James and Ryan. They out. So pretty much all Dwight and Gabler and I done forgot Gabler partner name. I ain't take notes. But all they had to do was slide down and they won. So whoever. It was Gabler, Owen, Cody, Sammy. Those 4 had to hold their paint buckets. Now, I really don't give a damn about the paint buckets, but Gabler, everybody on Twitter was pissed. Like, Gabler is taking up the whole episode, shouting people out every minute, holding the paint buckets. I personally didn't mind the shout outs. It was giving a little bit of a Ben tease, like, we've heard this story before, but when he shouted out the dog, I was all in because y'all know I love my dog. He's somewhere being bad right now. But I was like, oh, yes, do it for the puppy. I love it. I was in once he started shouting out the dog. And then I really didn't get mad about it until I got to Twitter and saw the deleted scenes. And that's when I was like, okay, Gabriel could have kept about 6 of those shout outs and y'all could have showed us the deleted scenes. But until I saw the deleted scene on Twitter, I wasn't too mad at it. Now, Gabler got immunity. Put it real quick in the chat. I promise I'm going to come back to the comments. If Gabler did not win individual immunity this week, do you think it still would have been James the White Ryan, or would all the votes would have been towards Gabler to get go ahead and get Gabler out? This much of me feels like Gabler would have been the vote if he didn't win. So he needed that win. And once Gabler won, it was kind of like, oh, well, let's vote out one of the black people. You know, they can always go. Let's get into what pissed me off. Two things pissed me off. We get back to camp, and I'm blaming Jesse. I blame Jesse on the space. I'm going to blame Jesse in the review. We get back to the camp. Jesse is like, Noel talked too much. And these ain't the exact words, but this is what I would have said. Noel talked too much. Let's get rid of Noel. And Cody was like, hold up. If we getting rid of people on our own team, it might as well be the black guy, Dwight. He communicates too well with everybody on the camp. And I'm like, what you mean Dwight communicates more with? I haven't seen Dwight talk to anybody but Janine. That's it. I've seen Noel talk to everybody. Everybody. But see, that's the unconscious thing I'm talking about. Like, you can't see what's right in front of your face because you don't want a black man to get too close. Like, oh, he talking to one other person on yellow. He getting a little bit too close, but you don't see Noel talking to everybody on every color tribe. So that kind of pissed me off because I was like, why is Dwight the vote? And then Janine is over here talking about James is too social. James is doing too much. Let's vote out James. And I'm like, and they're like, yeah, let's split the votes between James and Ryan. So I'm like, of all the people we're going to vote for that we could think of that's doing well in the game, mind you, Ryan needs to be sitting at the final three. Just go ahead and sit him at the final three. Ryan doesn't really know what's going on. He thinks this sleepaway camp. He's just having fun. It's sleepaway camp, and every day we do a little bit of activity, and every day we get a little bit of fish and papaya. Ryan doesn't know what's going on. So his name should never come out of nobody's mouth. I don't care if Ryan won every individual immunity challenge from Wednesday on. He should be sitting at the final three. Period. But hey, he too melanated. Too melanated. So then we go down to the water well. And James finds a bottle in the water. And I'm like, damn it, James. Damn it, James. You should have just been scooping water and act like you ain't even seen no bottle in there. I would have let anybody else. You're in a group of 5 people. This is not the time or the place to put this kind of target on your back. Oh, guys, there's a bottle right there. Anybody want it? No, you seen nobody else wanted it. The bottle would have stayed in the well. Bottle would have stayed in the well. I would have been scooping like I ain't seen no bottle in there. And so then you open the bottle, you read it. So since you read it, it's your advantage. It's yours. Now, somebody could have stole it from you because you read it in front of everybody. I would have never read it. I would have never read it in front of everybody. I would say, oh, don't nobody want the bottle? Okay, put it in my pocket. And then I would have came up with a lie. I would have been like, oh, it's telling me where a new idol is. Whatever. But he reads it in front of everybody. Not only does he read it in front of everybody, he grabs the advantage, and then he proceeds to tell the Ask Me Idol killer, Carla, that he has another Ask Me Idol. And I'm like, James, you going home. Carla may like you, but she don't like nobody enough to get past the Ask Me Idol. And I want to shout out Carla. Carla is the only person in the game that has a secret advantage, a secret idol. Nobody knows about it. And I want to shout out Carla because in the deleted scene, she walked up to Gabler and threw the idol on Lindsay. And we needed to see that. And I feel like They don't want Carla to get the mastermind edit that she's playing. Because why release the deleted scene? You could have put that right on into the show. Because it was amazing. Carla was like, yeah, oh, is that's the bead? Oh, yeah, Lindsay was asking people for that bead. So you saying if we gave that bead to Lindsay and she got blindsided, it's no more idol? Knowing the whole time Carla got the bead in her damn pocket. I was like, that was amazing how she just made it seem like, because you know Gabriel gonna go back and tell everybody how she made it seem like there's no Blue Tribe idol when the Blue Tribe idol was in her pocket. CBS, I don't know why you do it. Yes, Koki. Carla to me, she ain't on my fantasy team is trash. Like I threw the piece of paper in the trash. That's how trash my fantasy team is. I don't even know who owned it no more. I know for sure I don't have Carla. I don't have Carla. But right now, as of right now, Carla is my winner pick. I just don't see anybody outsmarting her. Like she's playing a hell of a good game. But anyway, for whatever reason, they started playing flip flop, switch swap advantages because you know James then told everybody he got the ask me advantage. And so Janine gives her idol to Dwight. We needed to see when did Janine and Dwight become close? Because it just seemed like out of nowhere. Here, hold my look, ain't nobody holding my idol. But hey, you know that's just me. Janine gave her idol to Dwight. I think Noelle gave her still a vote to Owen. Did Cody give his idol to somebody? I'm sure he did, but I can't recall who was holding on to Cody's idol. But you know who didn't give away nothing? You know who idol was still sitting in their pocket? Oh, Carla's. Because don't nobody know she got one. James, James, I can't give you this advice because the season is already over. And I believe season 44 is already filmed. So my friend Charles already knows this for season 45. But any other people that's thinking about going to season 45 of Survivor, please zip y'all lips. If you find something, there's no such thing as I'm building trust by telling people I have an advantage. I'm building trust by saying we got a group idol because at the end of the day, ain't no such thing as a group idol for $1 million. This is my idol. I'm not playing it for nobody but me. So why I need to tell you about it? If you ever come up with the Ask Me idol, the only way that idol has any power is if you keep your lips zipped. It's like watching a horror story and you already know the ending. You yelling at the TV, he's behind that door, look over there. And it happens every season. I.e. Marianne. Hey, Eric. That is a Twitter joke. People be saying my name is Kiss My Ass. That is hilarious to me when people say that. But last season, Marianne pulled off a huge move because she had an idol that nobody knew about. And that won her the game because Eric was like, oh, that was a good move, Marianne girl. Keep some shit to yourself. Now I heard that too, Evita. You know, ain't no point of going home with the idol because either way, Janine was losing her idol, period, because it was in your pocket. So you should have just played it for yourself. What was she gonna do? Cuss you out? Okay, girl, cuss me out when we get back to the beach, but at least I'm going back to the beach and not to the airport. Dwight should have played the idol. But see, I guess that made it a good blindside because Dwight didn't know. But see, this is why I'm mad at the black people on the show. If I ever get on any kind of competition show, even if we don't start off on the same team, If you black, I got your back. So as soon as I would have heard, oh, it's James. Oh, they getting rid of all the black people. Okay, James, it's on you. What we gonna do? I would have gave James a heads up. Hell, if I was the white, I mean, I guess you still would have went home. But if you wouldn't have been able to flip the vote, you could have gave the white Janine's idol. I mean, who is Janine? We don't give a damn about Janine. She the dummy for giving you the idol. I hated hearing every vote being a black person's name because none of them are threats. None of them are threats to winning the game. None of them. Like I said, Ryan needs to be sitting at the final three. Dwight, the way Dwight is playing this game, he needs to be sitting at the damn final three too. What Dwight gonna talk about? What moves is he making? Who is he talking to? The best thing Dwight did this whole game was get voted out with Janine's idol in his pocket. That's the best thing I seen Dwight do. He got voted out with Janine's idol in his pocket. So he gets to go to the airport, but Janine now doesn't have an idol. I'm telling you, CBS, I'm going to cuss y'all out. I'm cussing y'all out, CBS. If I turn on my TV next week and there's an idol just laying around in the forest and Janine just happens to go on a stroll and finds it, I'm cussing out CBS. That's going to be pure production manipulation. Purely. Pure. I feel like it's too many idols and advantages in the game right now, period. We don't need to see somebody else strolling around with another idol. Janine, so sad, too bad. I guess you learned. Especially if you knew you weren't in any threat of going home, why not just hide your idol in the sand? Why does it have to be in somebody else's pocket? I bet y'all learned for season 45 about that Ask Me idol. We ain't putting nothing in nobody else's pocket. But that was the episode of Survivor. I want to scroll up and see y'all shady comments. I want to talk about them. I don't know where we left off. Brittany. Oh, Brittany, that's Brad's boyfriend. Yeah, that was her name. I don't want to go back to the challenge. I read that one. All I remember is Carla and Cassidy being the most fabulous team. They were. Like, I'm really mad Carla fell off that board, but y'all, I feel like my hair is sweating out. You know, I got a new fresh silk press. Y'all can't see the red. Maybe y'all can see the red. I got it colored red. Maybe I shouldn't have wore a red shirt. I should have put on a white shirt or something so it would pop. I don't know. But y'all know when you got that good curly, a silk press and these lights are not best friends. They are not best friends. And I'm trying to at least hold on to the silk press for a week. At least a week. I'm a mess. The Stella is kicking in. That net was ridiculous. I would have felt like I was drawing. Oh, yeah, I read that. I fast forward as soon as I heard the music. What music, Zuda? Ryan too, but Dwight was like, I don't understand why Dwight was a name. Like, Dwight is not that. I guess this is why we need to see more of the game and less of Gabler shouting out his dog. Like Alaska, we had to hear him shout out Alaska, Idaho. Mind you, I like the dog. We could have left it at the dog. But after he shouted out the dog, we could have just ended the challenge. Because I don't understand Dwight at all. Like, I didn't see Dwight doing anything. He's always been on the opposite side. I hate how Jeff, Les. I feel like, and I said this to my friend, y'all know Charles wants to be on season 45. I said, well, what's going to be your story? Because you have to have you can't get on Survivor without a sad story. And I mean, everybody has their own, trauma. Everyone has a story. But I feel like you got to have a sad, sad, sad story to be on the show. And that's what it's all about. It's not about the strategy. It's not about the games. It's not about the backstabbing anymore. It's about who can make us cry at home. But the point of everyone having a sad story is once you hear all of the sad stories, as soon as somebody else come on with the same story, you're like, okay, we heard this before. Can we get to the game? And I agree. Nobody cared about Gabler's story. Noelle would have been my vote because I'm not letting Productions pet win. She low key getting a winner's edit, and you think Noelle is getting? Maybe that's why they aren't showing Carla's genius edit, is because they want Noelle to see. But see, I don't look at Noelle getting a genius edit. I can see them doing it for Gabler. Like Gabler had the great move last week. He won a challenge this week. But you think it's Noelle that's getting a good edit. I don't think Noelle is a likable person. Not saying she's a bitch, but the way she talks to people, I can see after about a couple more days, maybe one more tribal council, people gonna get tired of the way Noelle talks to them. So I think Noelle gonna quickly get on people's nerve. Ryan being a physical threat, James being a social strategic threat with an advantage, Dwight was random. I said this yesterday. They said James's name before he found that bottle in the well. So when James found the advantage, that just gave them a reason. But they said his name before he even found that bottle, found the advantage. So, and what kind of physical threat is Ryan? He ain't won nothing. I don't know. I don't care how I would. Matter of fact, I would let Ryan win all of the individual immunities so everybody else can be voted out. Ryan is at sleepaway camp. He think he's at Camp Fiji, and every day is an activity. Every day you can go swimming, do a ropes course, smash a puzzle. Like he, please. Ryan is not winning this game. They would have got Gabler's ass because of the Ellie stuff. I agree. Maybe Gabler needed to win that immunity. Yes. Noelle should have been next if they were smart. I agree. It should have been Noelle this week. It's just the way. It's just the way when you look at it and you see nothing but black men's name on the paper and the reasoning. Like they aren't even playing the game. Nobody wants to go for Cody. Like, why is nobody saying Cody? And Jesse, I like you, but Jesse is the strategic threat. No one's saying Jesse's name, but because they don't have all the melanin, they can get close. But when you take a couple of steps with your melanin, you got to go. That's why it's always hard for Black people to win these games. And that's why I always feel like, even if it's not just a cookout or whatever these, I forgot what they called the alliance that season. I'm going to have an understanding where if y'all starting to vote Black people out, okay, then I might be next because I got the same melanin you got. We need to work together. But that's just Angie, you know. That's just Angie. Carla has been my winner pick from day one. A lot of people have picked Carla. I should have picked Carla for my fantasy team. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, we praise Carla over here. We like Carla over here. Shoot, I'm still... Look, I want it to be a day when somebody give me their idol and we get back to camp and I'm be like, you can say and do whatever you want to do, but it's my idol now. You shouldn't have gave it to me. And you can't vote me out next week because I got an idol and I'm going to play it. They'd be sick of me on this show because I'm going to show y'all a bitch. We talking about $1 million. $1 million. Cut throat. Don't give me anything. Say I buried it and lost it, pull a mic. That was that was old boy last season. He really did lose Mike's idol. And they had to go back and look for it. That was hilarious. Mike, you was the dummy for giving it to him. Ain't nobody got to read the instructions to nothing that's mine. That's what y'all get for telling people y'all secrets anyway. Yep. Yep, I would have took Janae's idol if I was Jane. Oh, but that was Dwight who had it. That was Dwight. Zuda, you right. Carla has the idol and she don't even need it. No one has said Carla is a threat all game. She is playing a really, really good game. Really good game. I want to see CB. Y'all ain't put the episodes out, so y'all got time to go back and re-edit. I want to see more Carla because she's doing something that needs to be seen. Even if, and I don't want to speak it into the atmosphere, but it doesn't happen, whatever's going to happen. Even if she doesn't win, even if she does eventually get voted out, Carla deserves recognition for the game that she has been playing. We don't get enough Carla. I agree. I would have played. I agree, Eric. Don't give me an idol. Y'all seen Janine her hand like this in that picture, asking for it back, like, give my idol back. Jeff said on Twitter, once you at tribal council, what's in your pocket is in your pocket. Ain't no trade backs. Now, mind you, there is an example of Sari. She stole something from Sarah. Sari didn't steal it. She was trying to steal it. Sarah gave Sari some kind of advantage. My memory is short. I don't forget. And Sari was going to play it. I think it was a Stella vote. And she was like, look, Sarah gave it to me, so I'm going to steal her vote. I don't think they were trying to get Sarah out, but Sari was trying to steal that advantage. And something about Sarah's advantage said non-transferable. So, they showed it to Jeff. And she was like, well, hell, give it back to me, Sari. I'm about to play it right now since you're going to tell everybody what I got. So that was an instance where somebody's advantage was in somebody else's pocket and they got to trade it back. But I'm just happy Janine ain't get it back. That was I guess it's not really a win-win because I didn't want Dwight to go home. But I guess I see a small victory in Dwight going home because Janine don't get to have an idol. Sorry for you, girl. But apparently he said he would have felt bad. Look, I don't feel bad for trying to win $1 million, especially against some strangers. Especially against strangers. You know these people for what, 14 days? Maybe 15? I don't give a damn about stealing your idol. Because I love to say at the end of the day a lot. It reminds me of this TikTok when it was like, what's your favorite Black unit of measurement? At the end of the day. I love saying that. But anyway, at the end of the day, I don't have to see Janine another day in my life. And my life will go forward. It will go on. The earth is still going to spin. Like, who cares if Janine gets mad? I'm not feeling that bad. Do you want $1 million or you want Janine to have $1 million? I don't understand. Because I want the $1 million. Anyway, I just said that. Like, do you want to stay or do you want... Right. These are strangers. I know people who will do less to their family members. It could be a season of Survivor with all your first cousins. And I bet you would be more cutthroat than this shit people do with these strangers. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it could be your first cousins, your sisters, your mama, and your grandmama. I'll break you off a couple of dollars, but I'm using this idol, sis. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe if I would never play Survivor because I would never last. But if I ever play Survivor, maybe it's something you have to play to understand the unity. I just don't get it through the TV screen. All I want to know, all I know is that I would have been pissed if I was Janine giving your idol to someone only for them to get voted out with it and I can't get it back. I would have fought Jeff. Jeff ain't tell you to give the white your idol. And especially knowing James didn't ask nobody for nothing. That's what makes it even funnier. Because it's not like James, you get to laugh at James and like, you asked for the idol and you ain't even get it. Like he didn't even ask for shit. And you still that's hilarious now I think about it. Whew, let's move on. Let's move on. Julie, that was disheartening. It made me extremely uncomfortable. What? I don't know. Cody and Carla didn't give that. Oh, Cody didn't give his away either. Okay. Oh, he did. I thought he gave it to Jesse. Carla didn't because Carla, nobody knows Carla has anything. As far as they know, Lindsay went home with the idol. Nobody has asked the blue team who has been begging for beads. Nobody has asked them. It's amazing. It's amazing. They don't eat rice. They don't even know what she got. Girl, you see this silk press? It's getting curly at the roots. It's getting curly. I gotta speed through the comments. It's starting to get bushy. Y'all know a silk press is disrespectful. Disrespectful. To be honest, there's no one on this cast that is playing a strategic mastermind kind of game. The best at this moment is Carla. Carla is playing the game, they just aren't showing it. That's why this season is dull with this cast. I think if they showed more of Carla making friendships, because they said Carla and Jesse are in an alliance. We never even seen Carla and Jesse talk on the TV screen. Like they need to start showing us the stuff. How Ryan the biggest physical threat when it comes to Cody up there for 40 minutes with Gabler. Did Ryan participate? Ryan didn't participate. Do we think Ryan would have won if he got to participate? I don't know. Gabler was doing it. He had a reason for every minute. You know, that mind over matter. Ryan would be amazing on. I don't know. Maybe Ryan gives me. I might get lost. I can't read a map. I don't think he would be good on Amazing Race. Maybe if they ever have, a do-over season and he actually gets to go home, hear the commentary, and understand more about the game, maybe he might do better, but I don't know. After that whole I lost the challenge and I'm acting to get Cassidy out, I was over it. Right. We need more Carla. Janine really said Natalie. I love that. And old girl was like, no. Mm-mm. Freeze, bitch. I'm telling you, I don't think Janine would have been mad knowing that, she wouldn't have got her idol back anyway if Dwight would have played it for himself, because at least she would have kept a number in the game. Janine's face was priceless. Like, they done blindsided you 2 weeks in a row. She was like, what? Who did that? Janine, you in danger too. Like, you and Gabler might as well be friends. At this point, y'all might as well be friends. Right, really be for real. What's Janine? Janine wasn't about to do nothing but cry, get a little upset, maybe run to production, and production to be like, well, girl, ain't nobody tell you to give him the idol. It's them making the plan too that makes it extremely funny. That uncomfortable comment was for seeing all the black dudes get voted out. Oh, yeah. I didn't like it because once they start reading the votes, I said, oh, this what we're doing. Okay. I mean, it ain't like they haven't done it before. Who do you think will be the next target or the target next week? After talking this all out, I have 2 ideas, maybe 3. It could go right back to Gabler because I feel like Gabler was really the target for this week. It could go right back onto Gabler, depending on how he interacts with people, after this tribal goes down. Janine seems to be in danger because they said Sammy voted for Dwight, which means Sammy knew that Dwight had Janine's idol. And remember, Sammy never wanted Janine to have the idol in the first place. And Sammy and Gabler really didn't like Janine. So Janine could be in danger next week because I feel like the way James was hee ha ha, it kind of felt like they knew they were voting out Dwight with Janine's idol. Like, they knew the idol was going bye-bye. So I feel like Janine could be possibly in danger next week. But really, why? She's kind of on, and she's somebody number that could be easily picked up. She's out here all alone. But it could quickly divert right back to James because James still has the Ask Me idol. And Carla don't play that. Carla don't play with that Ask Me idol advantage. She don't play. So James, it could be sad love song for you next week too. So I'm gonna say Janine or James, one of the J's. I think they're probably gonna be the target next week. Anything that will help isolate and protect Carla, I'm here for. Because as of right now, she's the only person I care about in the game. I was kind of here for Jesse, but Jesse didn't fight hard enough to keep Dwight, and he should have. He should have said, Cody, now is not the time to be voting out the red team. I know I said Noel, but if it ain't going to be Noel, we need to save Dwight. I don't know. But that's who I think, y'all. But y'all see this puffiness going on in the back of my head. It's starting to sweat. I have to go. Plus, I want some more Stella Rosa. But I need to eat something before I totally drink the other half of this bottle. It was really good. This is the new, if you missed it at the beginning, this is the new Stella Rosa cranberry, the holiday flavor. It's really good. It ain't nothing too special. Like, I thought it was going to be a little tart, like some, how cranberry does, but it tastes like regular grape Stella. But I like it. It's some wine. It's good. With how this season going, ain't no telling. We gonna look up, and Owen's gonna be gone. I don't even remember Owen this episode. Some people in the YouTube streets have Owen as their winner pick, and I don't see that at all. I don't see Owen at all winning this game. Owen is at the same sleepaway camp that Ryan is at. Like, I don't think they understand what's going on. But we shall see. I feel they should make a good 10 to 20-minute episode on Thursday going more into depth about each vote off and behind the scenes and those who want to see. If they don't do it on, CBS, that's definitely something they can go into on their YouTube page. Like throw up the deleted scenes, stuff that explains the vote, seeing everyone actually walk around and talk, pulling the vote together, because we didn't get to see why Sammy voted for Janine. Why the red team voted, went away from this side to that side. You know, I think that's a great idea. I agree, Eric. That would be dope. They probably not gonna put it on the network, but go ahead and throw it up on YouTube. You know how y'all used to do the Ponderosa, and let us have a good time and understand the game, so we could really talk about it instead of just speculating what we think happened to come to the conclusions that we see on the TV show. I don't know, but again, you all, I love our great Friday night shows. I didn't go over too long, but I still had a good time. We have to protect the silk press. I'm getting ready to go wrap it up, put it underneath, a nice little silk scarf. I gotta get at least 7 days worth of hair swings, and then it'll be right back curly. It's gonna be, I might not even get 7 days. At least let me get a few good days in the office next week. Let me look cute in the office a couple of days, silk press, and then you can go right back curly. But we got to protect the silk press at all costs. I've been talking to Maud. She is a mentee with me with Kamisha Reviews. I think we're going to do a Love is Blind space around 10 o'clock tonight. That's in an hour and 40 minutes. And I still have another episode of Love is Blind to watch before we get into that space. So I need to go. I need to run, grab something to eat so I can grab some more to drink, and I can watch this last episode of Love is Blind. So if you want to talk about Love is Blind tonight, find me on the Twitter space. I will be there. And if not, I'm not doing videos Sunday. Sunday is really a really busy day. But myself and one of my favorite YouTube friends, I want to kind of save it as a surprise. But if you all have been in not YouTube, but Twitter, any Twitter spaces with me, you already know who one of my favorite Twitter space friends is. She will be over here Thursday night for Kitchen Table Talk. We're doing a special one where we'll be talking about hot topics and all kind of craziness and foolishness and just having a good time. Late night Thursday. I'm going to wait until probably Monday before I reveal who it is. But like I said, if you all follow me on Twitter, I'm sure you can guess who it is. And I'm excited she's going to come over to YouTube with me. And so that'll be Thursday night. And of course, Monday night on Kamisha's channel, Kamisha Reviews, we'll do the Real Housewives of Potomac panel. So that's when you'll see me again. I'm sorry I won't be around for the weekend. It's a really busy weekend for me, but I'll pick it back up Monday, and I will see you all later. Have a good weekend, y'all. Be safe, be fun. Talk to you later. Bye.